Thank you, Mr. President and fellow colleagues. I rise in opposition to AB 285, which is just another attempt by this legislature to tell the people of California how to live their lives. It's really as simple as this. This legislature has set arbitrary and unrealistic greenhouse gas and other climate-related target dates, and the only way to even approach those goals is to force the vast number of Californians to do what they've shown time and time again, and that is that they're not interested in doing them. The purpose of this bill is to make future transportation investments align with the goals of reducing vehicular traffic and travel and shifting funding priorities away from systems people actually use, like roadways and freeways, towards transit, pedestrian and bicycle infrastructure, which most Californians, by choice or necessity, do not use. Should the government be using its own agenda to force people to do what they don't want to do, or should it let individuals pursue life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness? Believe me, in my district of Riverside County, where people commute 50+ miles a day each way to work, pursuing happiness is not riding on a bike for hours each day to get to and from their jobs. California has been a leader in developing and encouraging alternative fuel vehicles and urging our citizens to buy them by offering rebates and other incentives. California's vehicles are just getting cleaner every year. Now, just as this technology is really starting to take hold and flourish, the sale of alternative fuel vehicles continue to grow. This bill seeks to replace the very roads those vehicles are supposed to drive on. If we're asking the public to adopt these expensive technologies for their environmental benefit, why aren't our funding decisions reflected that by increasing the capacity of the roads that these vehicles will need? We all want clean air to breathe, and we all want clean water to drink. Planning for that future for our children and our grandchildren is an important role of this legislature. But while it makes sense to consider all the elements of planning, fundamentally, the role of planning is not and should never be to force people to behave as the government wants them to, but rather to provide people with the tools to behave as they see fit. Clearly, this is a notion that's been lost on the supporters of this bill, and for those reasons, I urge a no vote.